Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Boston College Eagles, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Canes will kick it away to start us off. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Boston College's offense will go on the attack first. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now.
Turning it on. Got enough for the first. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. They'll give it to him again. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Hold on.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Oh, the head coach has to be losing his mind after all of these penalties. Now it's 1st and 30. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Nice move there. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right on the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
Here comes the heat. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. Boston College will send out the punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Hauls it in at the 25. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. So the Miami Hurricane offense takes the field, and they'll have their first possession. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country, and how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse, do they let him make a play? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays on him.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick his battles and be careful when he decides to attack this guy, because he has picked off some really good quarterbacks in the past, and you know he's just licking his chops, hoping for a chance today.
Fires to the big fella. Really nice job creating his own space, running with attitude. He's up to the 37-yard line. Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on third? Gets the back moving. Johnson looking to throw. Quick strike complete. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to... punt. That is so well done.
They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Miami.
In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Going for the marker on the ground. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Yeah, 4th and inches, midfield. Go ahead. Go for it. I love the play call by the head coach. Trust your offensive line to get some movement out front. Let's keep this drive going.
Off the play fake on first down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Trying to pick up a first down. They'll go right back to the run. Makes it past the marker. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Man, I love when offenses are not afraid to run the football consecutive times in a row or multiple times in a row. I know everybody wants to air it out, but, man, getting that ground game established, making those linebackers and safeties come up and know that we're going to run the football, I like the way they started this football game.
The Hurricanes in the hurry-up.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Hurricanes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Johnson wants to throw it. Using his legs to buy some time. Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
We talk a lot about this at quarterback, right? Hard focus downfield, soft focus around. He wanted to throw that downfield. He just felt the pressure. He knew he had to get out of danger. He was able to do that, use his speed, go get north up the field for a first down. Well done.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricane. Timely decisions, effective play management helps them get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed to play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it's a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. Finding them. Down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. They go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that.
Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Stands in and takes the hit. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got room on the return. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, and you can hear it. Sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
Running to Green. Past the first down marker and still running. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Miami! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll try to do it himself. Breaks into the open. He got past the sticks and slides to a stop, but there is a flag on the play. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Wide receiver comes in motion. Give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there, they're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
Stumbled to the ground.
And I love the play call. Get it to the running back, chew up some yards so you make 3rd down more manageable. 3rd and 10, 3rd and 9, Jesse. Now as a quarterback, I can be successful.
Yeah, and I think the play worked in part because the defense was expecting pass and that down and distance. So it begs the question now on 3rd and long again, might the offense go back to handing it off to their explosive playmaker at the running back position?
Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the 2nd quarter is about to get underway. Well, this offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. Wants to return it. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Tight end now in motion. Looking for room. It's Fletcher. There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
That's a nice-looking run, man, and what a legacy here. When you think about Edgerrin James and Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Clinton Portis, game breakers at the running back position. This guy, he seems like he's destined to play on Sunday.
He might want another play. Try to get it to the edge. Powers through the defender. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the ground with the back. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Canes want to crank the tempo. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Johnson looking to throw. Fires to the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. The give to the tailback. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Splits the uprights. Good. And that lead grows even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. This is one of the gambles you take, playing a young quarterback, and this freshman has had his struggles. There's been next to 0 execution in the passing game. They haven't taken care of the football, and they'll try to get something going, and they'll have to mount a rally. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum.
On the ready.
Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Bought a little time, lets it go. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Brings up 2nd down.
Couldn't make the connection on first down. Now here on 2nd. Trying play action. Oh, they're after him. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
And listen, there's nothing wrong with play action for this offense, but man, you got to protect. You got to sell that run. And if the quarterback's going to do that, he needs his guys up front to give him a little bit more time to maybe...
He hurls one deep down the left side. Hauls it in down the sideline. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Boston College! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Number
man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Johnson wants to throw it. Gonna let it fly. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Canes decide to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And they'll touch it dead at about the 40. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled, you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
He's in open space downfield. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. DB's right up on the receivers. To the ground. He's got it again. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Boston College putting together a very efficient drive. They'll move the wide receiver. Now on the counter. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on 1st down. Now back to the line. They'll run play action. Finds his big tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
Leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. The Canes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Motion from the wideout. The give from the gun. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on 3rd down expecting him to get the ball again.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
What a great run there. On 3rd and 1 situation, though, David, that has got to be demoralizing for a defense because they were packed up close to the line of scrimmage, expecting run on that one.
They're playing aggressive, but great offenses have the ability in predictable situations like 3rd and 1 to get first downs.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. From the gun, the give, looking for room. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. The Hurricanes come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Canes!
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UAB is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Roddy White should never be counted out of any game. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to the Red Hawks of Miami. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep balls.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. And off to Jones. He was able to get it out to the 17-yard line, but a 4th down is coming. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Punt is in the air. Let's see what he can do with it. And there he goes. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. And it's first down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. And this kicker might be feeling it. He made one earlier, now from 49 yards out. No good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Wants to go up top on first down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there on South Beach, and we've had a lively first half. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis, and through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Hard Rock Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Boston College ready to kick things off and start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might... Turning it on! Past the sticks and still on his feet. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets him up, makes the big play out to the left.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
And run the football, you're ahead, you can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Lyle. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? It'll be 3rd and long. Johnson looking to throw. Makes the catch. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Maybe just a shade out of their field goal range, so they'll leave the offense out there on 4th down. Tries to get it on the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
You know, you go for it on 4th and inches in this fringe area of the field in your opponent's territory. I'd be curious to see if on the next play now, they're going to try and take a shot and see if they can catch the defense sleeping.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. They'll run it from the gun. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable 3rd down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
He rolls all the way stop. And the Hurricanes moving quickly to the line. A first down run in the red zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricanes! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. So a drive there of 82 yards. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. They'll try to bully their way for the first. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. Boston College will send out the punt team. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded, the run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. Johnson wants to throw it. Takes the easy one to the back. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
And the Canes want to pick up the tempo.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are, and look, if they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down, let's go fast.
Looking downfield on first down. Complete to the left.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
The Canes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. On the move, it's Pringle. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Hurricanes lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. They think they can create space here with the run to the right. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Takes a shot. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the score. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about.
Hold on.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Johnson looking to throw. Going for it all. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Good, right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Makes a grab for a big play. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Moore. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Working that left side now. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Under fire. Quarterback floating away from pressure. At the 40, there he goes. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. This Boston College offense has it working. Wants to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And I have absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. That's reeled in. It's Wilkins. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28.
You know, and that's a route this offense practices all week long. You really have to have great timing when you're throwing these out routes. There's nothing a defender can do on that one. Perfectly thrown, well caught. Nice job getting his feet in bed.
A shot toward the end zone. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
And the Hurricanes are in the hurry-up.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Making side adjustments here. Toss sweep to the right. He breaks a tackle. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
You know, you toss the ball to the running back to get him away from all the big boys, right? Like, stay away from the beef. Those guys get you on the ground with one meat hook. You do a good job tossing the ball in the perimeter, but goodness gracious, has to break one tackle, just fighting as hard as he can to try to get positive yards, but too many guys coming after him too quickly.
BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. It has been a huge struggle so far for this guy. He just hasn't been able to get into any type of rhythm. Big plays in the passing game have been sparse. They just have... Oh, he's got some space. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. That score could have put them within realistic striking distance, but the penalty turns things around, and they'll have to go back to work. Quarterback on the keeper. And it's on the ground. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about as a defensive player, man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming. You really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top of it, forcing the turnover.
Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They'll leave it with him. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw.
He'll take a shot. Finds a man on the left. And it's complete at the 6. Defense right there, but now they're backed up. Goal-to-go situation. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line. They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Slams it ahead. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
Well, with a huge lead, interesting decision. Are you going to try to pad it with a field goal, or do you want to stay aggressive, David?
And what's nice is you got this big lead, so it really doesn't matter whichever you choose, but you can grab the points, or you can go to try to put this nail in the coffin.
They're trying to slam it in. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. As talented as this guy is, the coverage is tighter. There's not as much space to fit the ball in. He's having to learn on the job as a young signal caller. The passing game's really been ineffective. They just haven't been able to generate explosive plays. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Backed up now, here's second and long. Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Wilkins.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Sends it back in motion. Wants to keep it in the air. Grab near the marker. It's Moore. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
Man, you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time now. It used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
Off play action on first down. Buying some time. Find some fresh air.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Great place to start for this offense. The give to the back. Breaks into the open. They'll pick up 4, second and 6 coming.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like, they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that